Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Raider Volleyball coming your way here tonight from Muncie Central High School, as we have your Wapahani Raiders taking on the Muncie Central Bearcats here this evening. I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, as we'll get right into our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC. Wapahani had a very good week last week, this junior varsity squad. Had another perfect week last week, and coming off of that, obviously got to continue to build off the successes that we've had so far throughout the year. 15-4 on the season right now. And so, again, as the season will wind down here, I believe we have pretty close to about another 2-3 weeks left of the regular season. And so with it winding down, doesn't give the junior varsity a whole lot more games to play, but you got to take advantage when the opportunity presents itself, and another great game here on tap here this evening. And no better way to start the week than with a W here tonight. And really, it won't be a very busy week, at least here for this junior varsity team, because they will play tonight, and then I'm not quite sure that they will play tomorrow night or not. We're supposed to be at Union tomorrow night. I'm not aware of them having a JV team. They might. I honestly don't know. But I guess we'll figure that out tomorrow when we get there. But at least to what I know, that tomorrow will only be a varsity-only game. So this JV team, again, with them not having very many games, at least this week, and won't really play again until sometime next week with the Delaware County tournament happening this week. You want to continue where you left off of the last 3 or 4 weeks now of winning volleyball. We've really came to our own here, so to speak, and have really come out here solid game after solid game, and have grown, I think, together as a team in which it's been a very much of a winning culture here throughout the season, and that's a great thing, especially from the standpoint of how young of a group this is. This is not a very experienced team at the high school level, so they're kind of learning on the fly. They know what they have to do. They've played the game long enough, and keep refining the skills, and just build off of that. And that's exactly why the Raiders have been able to have success throughout the season here. But again, hopefully we can continue that here tonight. Muncie Central High School, Wapahani, Muncie Central coming your way here this evening. We'll step aside for a break, and we'll be back here live on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, folks, welcome back here again from Muncie Central High School. We have your Wapahani Raiders taking on the Muncie Central Bearcats. We'll get right into things here. No rosters. They don't even have any roster sheets for us to go off of. So kind of much like it was during the Muncie Central Invitational on Saturday, just a couple days ago. So hey, we'll just go at it here. We'll just go sticking with the numbers, and you don't know who the names are, but we'll just go with it. So Lauren Luce already out here to a 1-0 start here for your Wapahani Raiders. So another one hit out of bounds. It was on the right side of the antenna. Again, it's a little bit of a different camera view here for us than usually what we broadcast from, but getting the best we can do. So hopefully all of you still able to enjoy the ball game. As number 13 will miss hit that one. So a 3-0 start here for your Raiders. Again, we still have Lauren Luce back to serve. Again, we have Luce, Rhodes, Stanley, Goodwin, Doherty, and Rich on the floor here for Wapahani. Mishandled, and another ace for Luce. And so a rough way to go here so far to open up the night here for Muncie Central. And that's going to be another ace off of the deflection by number 1. And there's another ace from Luce. Now 6-0 Wapahani. And we'll have a timeout taken by Muncie Central. So not quite the start that the Bearcats were looking forward to, but Wapahani, this is perfect for you. I mean, you've literally had to do nothing except for just get the ball over the net. And so a quick start here for Wapahani, and hopefully we can keep this train rolling here. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Our pregame sponsor, KRJ Wolf DDS PC, located at 3915 Willing Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment now to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. You can contact them at 765-288-1560, and their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So the timeout over with rather quickly. We're back to volleyball. Again, Lauren Luce back to serve. 6-0 start here for Wapahani. Set up there, and the Bearcats will get it over. That's the first time this ball game. Good one on the attack. Soft touch over the net and just out of bounds. So the Bearcats will collect point number 1. So now number 3 for the Bearcats will be back to serve. Handled by Rhodes. Luce will set it on the Goodwin. Nice dig right there. Now number 3 will get it over and across there for the Bearcats. Again, Goodwin sets it over. And we start again. Little free ball action for the Raiders. Set to Doherty. Tipped over by number 13. Now Rich on the attack, and that one will fall in. So after an extended opportunity there for both teams to come up with a point, the Raiders finally bury things there and be 7-1 here. We got a brief stoppage. So I guess we have to get the volleyball back into play. Number 10 on the attack, deflected up in the air. Nice job there. Rhodes gets in time. Number 15 set on the number 10 and finds the back corner. Allie Stanley, unable to get there in time. So 7-2. Set on the Doherty. That was blocked by number 13 of Muncie Central. Rhodes on the attack that time, dug by number 3. Now set number 1 on the attack. Stanley digs it out, but shanks it backwards and out of bounds. So now 7-3 after the Raiders went on a 6-0 run to begin the ball game. Centrals came back with 3 of the next 4 points. And that was a swing and a miss. And no, actually, rather, Rhodes had that ball deflected off of her. So an ace for number 15. And now Central has it within 3. Rich will get it there. Now Rhodes will get it across for Wapahani. Number 2 sets it to number 10. Rich with the dig. Loose sets it on the Rhodes. And blocked, and Wapahani defensively a little slow to react. Stanley there receiving that serve, set back to Rhodes here on the left side. Number 10 digs it. So we'll see what the Raiders can make of this opportunity here. Good one on the attack. Number 15 sets it up in the air and hit into the net by number 10. So we had Lana Doherty back there to serve just a moment ago. 8-5 Wapahani. Another miss hit by number 13 of the Bearcats. To make it a 9-5 affair, Lena Doherty back to serve once again. And that will be served out of bounds. So Central will take over right here, down by 3. Number 14 now in for Muncie Central with number 2 back to serve. And into the net we go. So service there will cost the Bearcats a point, a free point for Wapahani to now make it 10-6. Handled by number 2. And we got some free ball action here. The Raiders, let's see if we can take a good shot at that one. That was dug out by number 3. Loose, drops it right in there in between the hole in the defense of Muncie Central. Again, catching them off guard. A well executed shot there by Lauren Luce. And now we'll have a net violation here on Wapahani. So this game has kind of went stagnant quickly here. Again, after a very good and quick start here for Wapahani to begin the game. Again, out to a 6-0 lead. Since then, it's been kind of that back and forth. So another miscue here on behalf of Muncie Central. We'll get Wapahani back on the board now. 12-7. Number 9 will enter the ball game now for the first time this evening. So some passing woes continue for Central. Received there by number 9, now number 14 on the attack. Rhodes there to dig it loose, sets it on the Rich, and that's going to hit the antenna. So some missed timing there on behalf of Rich, and the Raiders now with a 13-8 lead. Lana now set by Loose on the Rich, and another one that is tipped out of bounds. Handled there by Goodwin. Not real nice serve there from number 1. There's Doherty's Loose, now to Rich. Great job there. Or no, that was, I'm not sure if that was Rich or not, to be quite honest. I think that it was. Lauren Rich with a kill. Either way, it's 14-9. That's all that matters. Wapahani's ahead by 5. And another one just dropped right in. Finding the open hole in the defense. Exposed of Muncie Central. We got Addie Hughes back to serve. Tipped over by number 15. That was Rich on the attack and inbounds. Barely sneaks it in that back line. And into the net on the service, or on the serve there. So now 16-10, number 13 will re-enter the ball game here for Muncie Central. And Emily Stanley will return for Wapahani. Rhodes loose now on the Rich, handled by number 3, and set right back to her. Rhodes there with a good dig. Great ball right there to give something loose, or give loose an opportunity there, but Rich again hits it off the side of her hand and into the net. So we've had some of our own mistakes here throughout the first set here that's really given Muncie Central some life. And Rich finds that back corner. Fantastic swing and finish there for Lauren Rich. To again expand that lead back to 6. Again, Lauren loose back to serve. Number 3 here on the attack, tipped over. That was great hustle there by McKenna Goodwin. And Rich again exposes the defense of Muncie Central. Finding some open real estate right there. Again, had them on one side of the court. Then found this, technically their left, our right side of the floor, wide open. Number 13 on the attack there for Central. There's Stanley now loose to the left side to Rich. And another one again hit off the antenna. So number 3 back to serve here for the Bearcats. Number 10 also back into the fold. And that also will be served into the net. So back and forth we go. Number 5 now in for Central. And Lauren Rich will be back to serve. Stanley gets there, now loose. Sets it to the back row to Rich. That's going to be shanked to the right and out of bounds. Great hustle there by the young lady, number 15 of Muncie Central. So Wapahani just 5 points away from taking the opening set victory here this evening. Again, still has got a little bit of work to do. Stanley there with a dig, loose, sets it on the Doherty. Now number 2 sets it to number 10. I know that sounds extremely boring, but you know, with us not having any roster sheets, that just is what it is, unfortunately for us. So I had another ball come over here. I had to get involved. Put the smack down on that one for a kill. You can chalk that one up for one for the good guys on the WHS network. And Goodwin, again, able just to slightly tip it over the net off the blocker's hands and able to land it inbounds. So a 9-point lead after that mistake. Wapahani 22, Muncie Central 13. And Elena Doherty back to serve. Handled by number 11. Set on number 10 on the attack. And Again, kind of short arm that one into the net. Great job right there. Goodwin able to block that one back. Doherty loose now to Hughes and out of bounds. So number 2 back to serve for Central. We got number 14 back into the ball game for Central. Handled there by Doherty. Great hustle from Luce. Good one on the attack. And we got another ball coming our way. Just right off the table. Really wasn't too worried about that one. It's got to stay calm, collected. And here we are at set points. And they will get it over. Good ball there as Rich finds Luce now on the roads. Nice dig there from number 2. And again, Lauren Luce just drops it in there. That's the second time in this set that she was able to do that. Maybe even the third time. And able to just execute a great ball there to finish off the opening set here. 25-14, Wapahani takes set number 1 of the evening. We'll step aside for a break. And we'll be back here with your second set of action live on the WHS Network. JV.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back. Here we are set and prepared here for set number 2 of the evening. Again, Wapahani took the first set 25-14. So great start here so far, and hopefully we can kind of push the envelope a little bit more here in the second set. We started out really good there in the first. Then things trailed off a little bit as the set went along, but still nonetheless came up with a big victory there, and hopefully can finish things off right here. Number 10 here on the attack there, dug by Stanley Luce, sets it on the Rich on the left side, and hit into the net, and it's 1-0 Muncie Central. Nice serve there from that young lady. Rhodes will get it over, and now a net violation on the Bearcats. So number 5 will now sub in for Central. And back to serve will be Lauren Luce. Great hit there from Rich on the left side again, as the Raiders able to come away with point number 2 here in the second set. Now a 2-1 lead. Unfortunate pass there for Central. Let's see if the Raiders can take advantage here. Number 13 will get it over. That's Stanley now loose. Back to Rich one more time. And inbounds. 3-1 Wapahani. Number 10 there on the attack. That's going to be Doug from Rhodes. Good one now. Nearly had that one fall in. Rhodes again there with the dig loose. Sets it to Rich. And in there, Rich with a kill. Mishandled there by, I believe that was number 13 here of Muncie Central. Luce really with a big hard serve right there. Mishandled by number 1 that time, so an ace for Luce. 5-1 Raiders. Again, we'll be back at it again tomorrow night as Luce will record the ace. Talked about it a little bit in our pregame show. But we'll be at it tomorrow night at Union, so back on the road again. As the old song goes. I'm just going to save you all from hearing my voice from singing that, but nonetheless, to my recollection here is Muncie Central will take a timeout. That's supposed to be, I think, only a varsity-only game, and I could be wrong about that, but either way, we'll be ready to go at 6 p.m. For another big game here for your Wapahani Raiders tomorrow night. Folks, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a short break, and we'll be back right after the timeout. Alrighty, folks, so the timeout over with. It's Wapahani 7, Muncie Central 1. Again, off to pretty much about the same start as what Wapahani had there in the first set. And hopefully we can keep the throttle going here and expand this lead much further and hopefully have a much more clean and solid second set here than what we did in the opening set here this evening. Again, still came away with a sizable win, but I think it definitely could have been a lot better for us. Number 1 on the attack, and that's going to be hit out of bounds.
That's what it was.
And mishandled there by number 5, shanked out of bounds. Another ace for Luce. So that is 10 consecutive points here for Wapahani, because if you remember correctly, Muncie Central started out the scoring here in the second set with a 1-0 lead. I'll tell you what, Luce had some knuckle on that serve. Goodness gracious. That ball was moving everywhere. No wonder she shanked that one to the right and out of bounds. Again, really seeing the movement on that ball. Very tough to dig at, I'm sure of that. There's number 1 now set on. Number 10 on the attack. Rhodes will dig it. Loose sets it left side. Rich. Good dig there from number 5, but nothing to show for after that. As that one was hit under the, or I guess passed under the net. And now 12-1 Wapahani lead. They'll get it over here. A little free ball for Wapahani. Loose sets it to Doherty. A little too strong right there. Does get it over the net. Now number 10 on the attack. Stanley digs it. Back to Rich one more time. Dug by number 2 that time around. Stanley gets there again. Now Goodwin. Get the ball blocked away. And number 13 will hit that one into the net. So both teams kind of went back and forth right there. They're very determined to get that point, but luckily there for Wapahani, able to come away with the 13th point here in the second set. Number 1 again will soft on the hit into the net. And we'll have another timeout taken here by Muncie Central. And again, we'll go ahead and step aside here as well. 14-1 Wapahani, set number 2 here from Muncie Central High School. Alrighty, folks, again, welcome back here. Brandon Morvillius alongside here with me as cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Second set, again, here from Muncie Central High School. And tonight's junior varsity volleyball game in between the Wapahani Raiders and the Muncie Central Bearcats. And another miss hit there, this time by number 10 of Central. So the woes continue here for the Bearcats. 15-1 now the score. And again, this is really essentially, how Wapahani should have handled things there in that first set. We got off to a really nice start. Then we kind of fell off there a little bit, as we'll have a 4-hit call here on Wapahani. Not sure how that happened, because, that looked like that was blocked by Muncie Central, but obviously the referee's seen it different, so you got to go with it. So served out of bounds there by the Bearcats. Now 16-2. Lauren Rich back to serve here for the Raiders. Rich will get there now. Loose will set it on the Rhodes. Number 10 back at it again. Rich to Loose. Just tips it over the net, nothing to show for there. That hustle there, Allie Stanley nearly got there, but not in a nick of time. And so we're now at 16-3 with number 2 back to serve. Rhodes on the attack. Kind of a high archer right there. Stanley there with a dig. Loose sets it up nicely there to Rhodes. And does she get it in the sideline? She does. Just barely. So a great ball there for Madeline Rhodes. So Addie Hughes will return to the Raider rotation. And Elena Doherty will be back to serve. Number 2 gets it across here for the Bearcats. Now loose, sets it. Goodness gracious, a little too strong there on the back set there to Goodwin. You don't see that happen too often, especially from Lauren. She's pretty much nearly right on the money just about every time. Rhodes, loose, back to Rhodes. Dug that time by a number 2 set. Here's number 3 on the attack. A little too strong on the hit. And out of bounds. So Goodwin back to serve with the Raiders ahead by a sizable margin, 14. And some miscommunication there by those 2 young ladies. Again, we'll give the Raiders another point now to tack on to a 15-point lead. And in the net there, nobody. It was very close, so it was kind of hard to tell if either one of them could have got that ball back over the net off of that pass. We'll have Roberts now in here for Wapahani, number 9. Hughes on the attack, handled by number 9, but nothing to show for thereafter. As the Raiders just keep piling it on again after a start of Muncie Central out to a 1-0 lead. It has been Wapahani ever since. I think we rattled off somewhere close to 15, 16 points in a row or so. As another one will fall in, Madeline Rhodes on the attack. And again, Muncie Central, without any more timeouts, they've already used both of them. And now an ace for Goodwin. And Wapahani now just 2 points away from getting the brooms out, folks. Sweeping off the Bearcats here in tonight's junior varsity matchup. Handled by Rich. Loose. Right back to her. Good job there. Great hustle there by number 2. As again, number 3 will hit that one out of bounds. So here we are at match point. And there you have it. Pretty much about how the game has went here this evening.
Once again,
had an ace right there to end it 25-4. Wapahani again with the sweep of Muncie Central tonight, 25-14, 25-4. As they would be back at it again, possibly tomorrow night. I don't know yet, so don't get mad at me about that one, folks. To my knowledge, Union doesn't have a JV team. They very well could. We'll get there tomorrow night, and they might have one out there ready to go on the floor, for all I know. But to my knowledge, they do not. So we will see when we get there tomorrow night. Either way, we'll be ready to go for a 6 o'clock start time, whether it be JV or varsity. Either way, it was a very, very good win here tonight for your Wapahani Raiders, and hopefully they can continue this whenever they play again, whether it be tomorrow night or the first of next week. But a great start here to the night, and hopefully our varsity team can keep it rolling. Live from the WHS Network, and we'll have that one coming up here in roughly 15-20 minutes from now. Will be the start time of our Raiders Live pregame for the varsity game tonight. So make sure to stay tuned in on that one. Click on the link, and I'll be starting here in about 15-20 minutes from now. So again, we thank you all for watching tonight's junior varsity game, and we'll see you back here just a little bit on the WHS Network.